Hello guys, I am Jay. Welcome to my channel, and today I'll be showing everyone how to fold an origami chihuahua. Okay, first step is to fold the paper in half, both vertically and horizontally. So we'll start off with folding it in half right here. Okay, unfold, fold it the other way. And unfold. Now we can see that we have divided the paper into 4 squares, and in one of the squares we will take the tip of the bigger square and fold it to the middle to make a triangle. Now we will focus more on making the sides align with the lines rather than the tip going to the middle, as that is more important and it will have better results later on. Here, just like this. And now we're going to do something called a rabbit fold, where now we'll take the edge of the triangle here and bring it down to the base first. And we'll do the same on the other side after unfolding. Now we take this side of the triangle and fold it down to the base. And if you look closely, there's an X there. If we fold along the 2 lines that go up the X, we will get this sort of hole here, and we can squeeze it together. And we'll create a fold called a rabbit ear fold, where there is this part sticking off from the paper. And what we do is we just fold it to the side, to the left side first, and to the right. And there we go, we have one rabbit ear fold. Now we have to repeat this on the other 3 squares. Okay, now once we have all these rabbit ear folds done, you'll point them away from the middle. So these 2 are pointing to the left, and these are pointing to the right. Now we will take the parts where the ears aren't pointing to, and we'll take this corner and bring it to the middle. We will do the same with the other side. These new triangles that we have created, we'll do the same rabbit ear fold again. Yeah. And then this side. And then we can go up to it. There we go. See? We've created another rabbit ear right here. Now we do the same with the other side. There we go, we have 2 rabbit ears. Now what we do is we'll fold down these rabbit ears to one side, and then we'll fold this whole thing in half. Now it looks like this. And then what we'll do, we'll take the smaller edge and we'll fold it to the bigger edge. Okay, so we'll do this. it'll look something like this, and then we'll flip it over and do the same thing. And now this is what it looks like. And now here's one of the more difficult folds to do. Is if you can see, we have a flap right here, this flap, and what we have to do is we have to pull it out of this pocket that is right over here. So it was like this at first. We have to pull it out, and it will be sticking up a little bit. Now this area here, we have to fold this edge down to this edge, and fold it in half. This flap that we pulled out earlier starts standing up. We just have to squish it together like that. We push it inwards, and it will end up looking like this. Now we have to repeat that for all the other flaps here. So there's a flap here, we pull it out like this, then this edge to this edge, right, like that, and this big flap downwards. Okay, and now we'll do the same to the other side. There we go. And then the last one, remember, pull it out of this pocket, lift it up while folding down this flap too. And there we go. Now we just fold these flaps back out of the way, and this is what it looks like from this side, and then from the top. In total, 6 different like flaps. Now what you want to do is open this fold right here, and if you can see that it's across, what you want to do is fold on both lines while pinching these flaps over here and here together. And from the side, if you look, what we're trying to get is that this angle here, this angle right here, is a 90-degree angle. And once you got it to around a 90-degree angle, you can fold it. As you can see, that is a 90-degree angle right here. And now you can kind of see the shape of the dog. If you were to like fold these flaps down, those are the 2 legs, and this is gonna be the head while this is the tail. Now, if you look closely at this top part, that this flap right here, and there is this portion right here that we need to tuck in, and if you look right about here, there's a pocket where you can just tuck the piece in, and it's in right there. We do that to the other side too. You find the pocket and tuck the flap in. Now there is an additional flap right here, this one right here, and this is what is going to be the leg. If you see this triangle, this area is going to be the leg. This triangle, we will take this additional flap and fold it so as that we can unfold it, and there's a pocket right here. We can fold it under the pocket, and now we have a leg do that to the other side too. And we have made the first two front legs. Now we will go on to the back legs and tail. Now if you look from the underneath, we can split it in half. There will be an extra flap in the middle, but we just bring it to one side. Either any side, it's fine. And then we want to flatten the tail completely, that it will make this kind of shape right here. Okay, so that's the tail around here. This is the tail, and these are the two legs. And what you want to do is you want to take the tail and fold it back out, so as we like shorten the tail like that. Don't make it too long, as later we're going to fold the legs and the tail is going to become longer. So this is more than enough right here. Now what you want to do is take this flap here, which is going to be the legs, and we're going to fold it downwards. While there is a line here that you can use as a guide, you generally want to fold it slightly below this line, as that will make it look a little bit better. And we can do that to the other side too. Right there. If you look at that, that's the two legs. And you want to thin out the legs. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna fold it open like that. You can look from it from underneath the leg part that's not shown. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the outside layer, the back layer, this edge right here, and you're gonna fold it to this edge. And if I were to do that, let me show you in a minute how it looks. And now this is what it looks from the outside. Look, it's much more thinner and looks much more like a leg. And you can do that to the other leg too. And there we go. We have made all four legs for the Chihuahua. There. All four legs for the Chihuahua. Now we're gonna work on the tail. If you look from the top, you can actually split the tail in half from the top and make this kind of pocket right there. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna flatten the edge right here and push it into that pocket that you made, so that when you look at it from the side, tail is gonna look like that. And that's the completed tail right there. Now we shall work on the head. So these are gonna be the ears. And we're gonna fold one side down first, just on this line that we had previously, fold it down. And this, which is gonna be the head right here, we just have to fold this edge down to the edge that we just created, so it looks like this. It looks something like that. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn to the other side and fold down this ear as far as possible, and along this line right here, fold it backwards, right like that. And we unfold everything, and we take this ear and fold it down even more too. Now if you look closely, there should be a line here and then a line here that we made. And what you want to do is you want to make a fold in between both of the lines, so that around here you should be able to see the creases that you've made earlier on. And once you've done that, you can turn over here and open it up so that we can start doing some folds to make the head. And what you want to do is you want to grab these two sides of the ears are. You want to open it up and push this part of the head until you make it to these two creases that are right about there. And you want to, from the side, if you look, you want to fold it down a little bit, and you can see that there'll be a few pockets here. What you want to do is there should be a crease right around here, and you just use that and push it downwards, and this is what it'll look like, something like that. If you see, here is going to be the head right here, and what you want to do is fold this part backwards. I do this fold where you fold it back to the front so that it becomes shorter, and you can see you've made a snout right there. And once you've done that, you can unfold it, and you can open up the bottom and do the fold in this way, where you push it into this flap and back outwards, so that it looks much better than it would if you were just to fold it to one side. Now, from both sides, it's tucked in. And what you want to do to make the snout look a little bit better is, if you look closely, there's actually this other flap right here. But there's this other layer here, and you want to pull out this layer from. You want to pull out this layer so that it's not tucked in with the rest, and you want to fold it. Okay, so if you see, I pull out this second layer from where the dog's like mouth is. What you want to do is you want to like flatten it, and if you see, it's more bigger, but we actually do not want that, so we will fold back this part that was folded behind earlier back again, and there we will, and if we do that, it will look much better than it did before. As you can see, now it looks like that compared to this side. And now we'll do the same thing to the other side. You pull out the second layer, make it into sort of a pocket, and flatten it. And then fold it behind. That's how it looks like. And that's how it looks like. Now, what you want to do is you want to open up the mouth from the bottom, from the top, and if you see, now it's flat. You want to just fold the tip back just a little bit. I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. And now this is what it looks like. And this part that we folded back is now, it's the nose of the dog. And if you can see, we are almost done. This is the head, and these are going to be the ears. Now what you're going to do is this portion, this flap here, you're going to fold it up for a second. And if you, this flap here, we're going to fold it up for a second. There is a line here, and we want to fold this flap along that line, right, like that, and fold on this flap again. And you can see that's its ears. Do the same to the other side, and then we're going to go almost to the last step. Okay, give me a second. There we go, it's ears. And now what you want to do to shape the ears a little bit, you're going to take this corner and fold it as you like. to the front first, just to make the crease. You can fold it to shape the ears. You don't have to fold it all the way. You don't have to fold it all the way to this line. Just fold it to what you want your dog to look like, and you can do it both sides, slightly different. You know, no one is perfect, no one's symmetrical. Anyway, you can any amount you can fold, and you wanna, once you've done that, you wanna unfold these flaps, and from the back of the ear, we want to open it up. See the back of the ear, we want to open the back of the ear up. We're going to flatten it so that from now when you look, the part that we folded is completely hidden under. I'll show that to you again. This side, as you can see, it still has that part. We take the ear, we'll pull it this way, and we'll flatten it. Okay, and now that's it. Our Chihuahua's done. There's a few poses which you can do with the Chihuahua to change how it looks. One thing you can do is you can take the front legs and you can fold it in front like this, so that the front leg is facing the front rather than down. Okay, and if you do it to both sides, now Chihuahua is doing a stretch. Or if you don't want your Chihuahua to be doing a stretch and you want it to sit down, what you can do is you can undo the back legs first, and so now the back leg is back to here. Instead of folding it downwards like this, instead of folding it this way, you can just fold it as much as you can to the front, like this. Yeah, it doesn't have to be all the way, you know, you just do something like that. Line it up with the back, and you can do one of these folds where you push a little bit back and then back to the front, something like this. I'll show you in a minute. Something like that. And now, if you do that to the other side too, do that to the other side. Boom, the Chihuahua can sit down. And that is all for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with another animal. Bye bye.